Welcome back, beautiful souls. Today, we're diving into a topic that's come up with more than a few of my soul coaching clients this month. Your soul mission is changing. Yep, soul contracts are ending or ready to complete, and soul connections are getting stronger. So you may feel it in your body, in your energy field, and see it in your relationships, your decisions, your dreams. Your soul mission is done, whether it feels accomplished, achieved, or not. And your soul is delivering you a new one. I've been calling it Soul Mission 2.0 in my soul coaching sessions. And it's happening to many of you that are on this 5D side of the great split. So it's not just you, it's many of us. And remember, you're not failing, you're not abandoning your purpose, you're actually ascending into the next level of your multidimensional evolution. Welcome to your multidimensional journey. I am Tracy Canberra, and let's dive into the top symptoms pointing to Soul Mission 2.0 upgrade and the actions you can take to embrace it to quantum leap your ascension. Okay, first of all, we used to have to stay in the toxicity for lifetimes, and I mean literal lifetimes, as many of us have incarnated as light bearers, frequency anchors, healers, witches, grid keepers, grand balancers, wisdom keepers. I see those lives in soul coaching sessions. So if you want to know what lives you had and how they're affecting this life, because every one of your soul's incarnations is etherically connected to every other one, and it often influences the others. I see these cosmic lines, these etheric lit up lines, and I see the programming, what you're bringing through into this life, what's affecting you. Because Earth was so dense, so low vibe, so 3D, our soul missions required us to go into the toxicity, into the dysfunctional family, the draining job, the karmic partner, into families, friendships, or communities where you were the only lighthouse in a sea of density, the only beacon of light among the selfish, the manipulative, the toxic. I know you felt that, and some of you are still feeling it. And that's because you were there to hold frequency, to assist in others' awakening by proximity. You know, quantum physics, entrainment, where the lower frequency speeds up to match the higher? Yeah. And you were deep in soul contracts to shift others' timelines by shining your light into their dense 3D spaces. You were the one who brought light into the room, even when it exhausted you, even when no one thanked you, or even noticed. Most of the time, they ridiculed you, they undermined you. Sometimes it made your life hell. And that was the soul mission back then. But here's the multidimensional truth. We are no longer in those soul energies. We're now holding enough 5D frequencies on this planet and within humanity where your soul no longer needs you to play the stay and save role. Remember that, stay and save, that's over. That soul contract has completed. Whether you're ending it or not, there is enough divine light now anchored on Earth, despite the current chaos going on all around us, that you do not have to remain in painful or draining or toxic environments because of your soul mission. Your soul is literally whispering to you, beautiful one, your work here is complete. You no longer are meant to stay in that darkness shining your light. And this is where the great split comes in. The frequencies on Earth have risen to the point that the gap between 3D and 5D, that chasm, is too great for you to keep jumping back and forth. I always joke that I was the bus driver. I would just take people from 3D to 5D and go back and forth, back and forth. Now I'm like, I will meet you at the front door of 5D and I'll show you around. I will help you anchor here, but I'm not going back to get you. So people who refuse to evolve, refuse to take responsibility and accountability, refuse to shift their energy, to change, to open, they refuse to rise, and they are sinking deeper into their own density, into the 3D part of the split. And you are no longer meant to jump in after them. You can throw them a flotation device. You can send them love, light, compassion, peace, prayers. but you are no longer meant to dive back down into the toxic waters because you'll drown with them. That old soul contract is complete. So how do you know that your soul mission is shifting? How do you know you're stepping into Soul Mission 2.0? How do you know that it's truly time to leave a situation, a relationship that your soul once asked you to stay in? Well, you can ask your soul, which is what I do in a personal soul coaching session, or look for the signs. Number one, the energy used to need you, it no longer does. Meaning the job that once relied on your light, it suddenly feels stagnant. Or the person you were supposed to help refuses growth. Or the relationship that once had a karmic purpose now feels like an endless loop with no exit. Again, that's your soul whispering, this chapter is done. Now that leads to number two, you are no longer emotionally invested in fixing anyone. You've stepped into the objective observer and you now recognize that you love them, but you're not responsible for them. This is huge because you can finally feel compassion without codependence, connection without obligation, love without rescuing. Number three, the universe starts removing things for you, meaning people ghost you, opportunities fall through, especially with new jobs, seeing that a lot. Current jobs end, plans collapse as the misalignments become undeniable. Again, it's not you. You're not failing. You're ascending through all of it that is no longer a vibrational match for you. Number four, this is a serious one. The toxicity starts affecting your health or frequency because your body often reacts before your mind does. So you're feeling drained, anxious, heavy, disconnected, disoriented after interactions with certain people or being in certain places or situations. That's your nervous system saying no more. And I want to point out, this is different than the solar light code integration or ascension symptoms. The symptoms may feel the same, but this comes with a clear message, no more. Lastly, number five, you feel pulled inward into yourself, into your own expansion. You suddenly crave solitude or stillness or desire clarity and creativity. You're feeling called to rest more or to shift your career or to explore your intuitive abilities or just learn new things, go new places. You feel the desire for joy rather than service through suffering. You no longer accept suffering. You begin to choose you and explore. Now, when your soul mission shifts, your human experience realigns, whether you're ready for it or not. Now, if you're someone who was raised or programmed to be selfless, to be the peacekeeper, the responsible one, the one that should stay or has to stay, leaving can feel really wrong. You might think, am I abandoning them? Am I letting them down? Is it my purpose to help? Or shouldn't I stay here and shine my light? I don't think I'm done yet in this place with this person. Well, here is your soul truth. You shine brighter when you choose yourself. Your soul never intended for you to suffer or to choose sacrifice of your well-being. That was the old 3D distortion of service. The 5D version of service is you choosing you, causing you to raise your frequency and evolve. And that naturally elevates everything you touch. When you choose you, your joy increases, your alignment boosts, your authenticity anchors, and best of all, your freedom expands. So remember, you do not have to suffer to serve. You do not have to stay to save. Your mission is now your own expansion, your own ascension. So what does that look like? How do you know what would truly make you happy and help you ascend? And how do you make these self-aligned choices when you've been programmed to be selfless your whole life? That's the biggie that so many of my clients and people listening and me sometimes struggle with. So the Soul Collective gave me these 5 ways to help you choose yourself. Number 1, ask your soul, what feels like truth for me right now? Not what feels safe or expected or responsible, what feels true in your heart, in your deep knowing. Remember, when you ask your soul and spirit team, they hear you and they answer. So look for those answers. What pops up in your reality? It could be subtle, it could be obvious, or it could just repeat over and over again until you finally see it and accept it. If you truly feel you're not getting answers, book a soul coaching session with me and not only get your answers, but show you how to recognize them in the future, because we are constantly timeline jumping now, stepping into new realities that weren't available to us before. Number 2, separate love from obligation. You can love someone deeply and still leave. You can care without carrying. You can support without surrendering your joy. This is truly ascension, stepping into divine neutral, into the objective observer, and sending love and compassion and allowing them their own soul journey, not doing it for them. Number 3, practice small self-led decisions daily. And I mean small, because the small ones often are easier than the biggies that send your nervous system into fight or flight. So ask, what do I want to eat? Hold 2 things and ask your body, which one do I prefer? Ask yourself, what do I truly want to do today? And then ask your body, how do you feel about this plan? These tiny choices reprogram you back into sovereignty, meaning they shift your mental, emotional, and physical bodies as well as your nervous system as you relearn or learn for the first time in this life to choose you. Brings me to number 4, honor your emotions. You might feel fear, guilt, sadness, or relief. Let all of it move through you. You're not failing or losing, you're transforming. I have a meditation that I created when I first started this channel on sitting by the riverbank and watching emotions flow through you like a river. So I'll link it down in the description. And again, these emotions are different than the ascension symptoms in that rather than just integrating higher frequencies, these emotions are actually telling you to change, to shift, to choose you. These emotions are sending you a message. So when you watch them flow through you, ask for that message. Why are they here? How are they serving you? Where are they leading you? And number 5, create the space within with your spiritual tools to receive your new Soul Mission 2.0. And that can look like so many different tools: meditation, journaling, sitting alone and going within the void. Of course, asking your guides, your angels, your dragons, your soul, the universe, source itself, God. But it starts with remembering and believing that your new soul mission is already forming in your energy field. Just needs a little room to land. So slow down, go within so you can recognize it. So what does this new soul mission actually look like? What's your Soul Mission 2.0? It's something specific coming to light right now. It starts by living authentically, aligning with your true path, meaning living your truth, not fixing others, but being a lighthouse, not a lifeguard. It means expressing your truth and your abilities without self-sacrifice. It means expanding your consciousness, creating joy and flow and new 5D relationships, friendships. The Soul Mission 2.0 is less about doing the work and more about being the frequency. Remember, you lift the planet simply by aligning with your highest frequency and the timelines using them. For most of you, and most of my soul coaching clients, and even myself at times, the hardest part of the soul mission is letting others have their own journey, even when you can see they're headed towards destruction and you could prevent it. Some people in your life are simply choosing 3D and you cannot stop them. They are here for their own soul experiences, their own timelines, their own soul contracts. Again, you're not here to drown with them. You never were. That is societal programming. You can hold compassion in your heart. You can pray for them, send them energy, send them love from afar. But your path is upward, and theirs may not be right now. And that's okay. The great split is widening. You can feel it. We can all feel it. You can see it in the collapsing of systems and the rise of the divine feminine energy. And things are happening so much more suddenly now. Those that are awake and rising are rising fast. Those who are asleep or resisting are sinking deep, and your soul is guiding you, leading you away from collapsing timelines and towards the expanding ones, the higher dimensional ones, making your new Soul Mission 2.0 to choose your light, your joy, your alignment, so you can become the multidimensional version of self that your soul incarnated to ascend to. For some people, that's the beginning. For others, your soul is guiding you to specific new beginnings, new people, new jobs, new places, even new countries. So if you've been feeling the pull to leave a relationship, a job, a friendship, a living situation, and especially your identity, the old version of you, remember, you are not abandoning your mission. You are not failing your soul contracts. You are ascending. Choose yourself, listen to your soul, because you're stepping out of 3D. You're completing those soul contracts. You are finding new soul connections and beginning your new soul mission. And I ask you to please share with the YouTube community. What signs have you seen in your life that you're stepping into a new soul mission? What inspired action have you taken? I appreciate your community support so much. I read every comment. I'm grateful for every like and subscribe and share and hype. And I'm here for you to assist you in your ascension journey. Not only with these videos, but with soul coaching sessions to talk to your soul, or within the soul sphere, my community where you can share your experiences and hear others and receive guidance on all things ascension. Thank you for listening, and I am sending you so much love and support, compassion and peace on your journey to your Soul Mission 2.0.